fort. We're picking up with our new Dragon Masters series book, Shine of the Silver Dragon, and we're picking up in chapter 13, A Win and a Loss. Argent turned toward Diego, but before he could blast the wizard, Bo yelled out a command. Shoo! Heal Diego! Shoo rushed over to the wizard. A blue cloud of water flowed from Shoo's mouth. A light blue mist rained down on him, and Diego stopped moving. The red glow faded from his body. Soon he looked just like the Diego that the Dragon Masters knew. He's cured, Bo cried. Argent, stand down, Jean cried, and the silver dragon's shine faded. Diego blinked. Drake? Bo? Where am I? He asked. You're in Gallia, in the lair of the silver dragon, Drake replied. Maldred had put a spell on you. You were under his control. Diego gazed down at the sparkly silver disc in his hand. Oh no, he said. Did Maldred want me to steal this key? You were about to bring it to him, but Shoo healed you just in time, Bo told him. The last thing I remember, Carlos and I were in my cottage, and I told him to hide from Maldred, Diego said. Is Carlos okay? He is on the tower with Lalo, Drake said. He rang a bell to warn us that you were coming. Now Diego noticed Jean. I am very sorry that I tried to steal the key, Diego said to her. And I'm sorry that Argent attacked you, Jean said. And that I almost attacked you too, Drake. But we have to protect the key no matter what. Diego nodded. I understand, he said. This key is very important. Yes, it is, Jean said, which is why it must stay here. Diego held out the silver key, but before Jean could take it, a red orb appeared next to them. Drake gasped. This is one of Maldred's orbs. He remembered seeing them before, in King Roland's castle and in Emperor Song's palace. The orb zoomed down and absorbed the key right out of Diego's hands. Argent roared and lunged at the orb, but the orb disappeared in a flash and took the silver key with it. Oh my. Chapter 14. Don't give up. Maldred has the key, Drake said, and his face turned pale. No, Jean cried. She turned to Drake. Can Worm go after it? We must get it back. Drake shook his head. Worm can only transport if he knows where he is going. There is no way to know where Maldred's orb went. Jean sat down on a pile of silver coins. She put her face in her hands, but she did not cry. I have failed, she said. I am the first Dragon Master to lose the silver key. Diego put a hand on her shoulder. You are also the first guardian of the key to face Maldred. He is the strongest dark wizard the world has ever seen. You did your best. You did not fail, Jean. You were so brave, Drake said. One of the bravest Dragon Masters I have ever seen. Bo nodded. Drake is right. You did everything you could to protect the key. My best was just not good enough, Jean said. I am not worthy to be Argent's Dragon Master. Argent began to shine softly. He nudged Jean with his head. Her dragonstone began to glow, and she gave a small smile. Thank you, Argent, she said. She turned to the others. Argent says that he and I must not give up. He says we must search for the silver key. You can come with us, Drake said. We will find Maldred and the key. Jean shook her head. Argent and I cannot leave this castle without permission. I will send a message to our king right away. As soon as I hear from him, I will join you. Good, Drake said. We'll need your help. Jean nodded. I will be with you soon, she said, and she stood up. Before you go, I have something for each of you, Drake and Bo. She climbed the treasure pile and picked up a shiny silver shield. She gave the shield to Bo. This is for you, Bo, for bravely protecting your friend. Bo's eyes widened as he took the shield. "Thank you," he said. Then he picked up a shiny silver sword and held it out to Drake. "And this is for you, Drake." Wow. We'll be back with chapter 15 tomorrow.